Hello and welcome to Habitat Hamilton's volunteer orientation presentation. My name is Catherine Fair. I'm the Director of Affiliate Operations with Habitat Hamilton, and I'll be your guide through this presentation. We would like to start with a land acknowledgement. We recognize that our work takes place on the traditional Indigenous territories of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, Six Nations of the Grand River, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Allied Nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. We wish to express our gratitude to Mother Earth and for the resources we are using, and honor all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people who have been living on the land since time immemorial. If you're looking for more information on Habitat Hamilton's volunteer program, you can email us at volunteers@habitathamilton.ca or reach us by phone at 905-560-6707, extension 112. As well, we have information on our website, habitathamilton.ca, and through our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Our handle is Habitat Hamilton. At Habitat Hamilton, we bring communities together to help families build strength, stability, and self reliance through shelter. We have a vision for a world where everyone has a safe and decent place to live. Our core values are those of housing for all, human dignity, partnership, faith in action, and diversity and inclusiveness. Habitat Hamilton was founded in 1991 by a group of volunteers passionate about bringing the mission of Habitat for Humanity to the Hamilton region. Since then, Habitat Hamilton has grown into a successful organization with its own governing board of directors, staff, and a strong network of volunteers and supporters. Habitat Hamilton's service area encompasses the city of Hamilton, Haldimand County, and the territories of the Six Nations of the Grand River and the Mississaugas of the New Credit. Headquartered in Americus and Atlanta, Georgia, U.S., Habitat for Humanity International establishes policy for Habitat for Humanity operations and programs worldwide. Habitat for Humanity Canada supports local habitats across the country. It ensures compliance with country agreements it has signed with Habitat for Humanity International. Habitat Canada also fundraises, builds national partnerships, manages Indigenous housing programs, Global Village, and is responsible for our national brand. The local Habitat affiliates are individually incorporated nonprofit identities responsible for the operations of Habitat for Humanity within their specific geographic boundaries. But there are over 46 local affiliates located across Canada and serving local communities. Habitat Hamilton builds strong, stable homes for families within our community, and this helps build strong and stable communities. We provide better, more affordable living conditions for these families. Habitat Hamilton's Home Partnership Program leads to improved health, stronger childhood development, and the ability and financial flexibility to make forward looking choices. An affordable mortgage helps homeowners save, invest in education, pursue opportunities, and have more financial stability. Our home partner selection process is based on three criteria: a willingness to partner, financial strength, and the family's need for the home. Habitat Hamilton's classic mortgage model starts with building the home. We do this with the support of home partners, corporate donors, volunteers, community support, and fundraising activities. Habitat for Humanity then sells this home to the home partners at a fair market value. The home partners pay an affordable mortgage back to Habitat for Humanity each month. Home partners are responsible for all of the ongoing home maintenance and expenses of their home. Habitat then takes these mortgage monies and reinvest that into our home build program so that we can build more homes for more families in our community. Volunteers play a key role in our organization, and we rely on your knowledge, skills, and resources to help us best achieve our mission. Habitat Hamilton offers several different volunteer opportunities suitable for many different skill sets and interests that are safe, rewarding, and engaging. We encourage you to learn, grow, meet new people, and have fun. Safety is our top priority for our volunteers and our staff. We provide training for emergency situations and evacuations, first aid, and incident and injury reports. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility. If you are interested in seeing the current volunteer opportunities that we have available, please go to our website, habitathamilton.ca, click on the Volunteer tab, and then click on the Current Volunteer Opportunity link. Next, you will see our landing page on myimpactpage.com. If you scroll down a little bit, you will see the current volunteer opportunities that are available for members of our community that would like to partner with us. Habitat Hamilton has new home build programs, so we are looking for volunteers to assist us at various stages of construction with our home build program. Here, volunteers will join our staff while on site and work at different stages of construction for homes for members of our community. Habitat Hamilton also has a build program called the Repair Program. And with this program, we've partnered with Hamilton City Housing, where we are contractors and we support the work of Hamilton City Housing in redeveloping and repairing homes that are waiting for families on the rent geared to income waiting list in our community. Let's get into a few more details on our build volunteers. All build program volunteers must be at least 18 years of age and must have completed the online safety training. As well, you must be willing to work well with others and in a team environment. You must be willing to take direction from Habitat staff and senior volunteers. The ability to lift heavy items and the ability to use tools comfortably is important. You must be able to navigate the hazards and physical demands of working on an active construction site. You must have your own means of transportation to the build site, and you must be willing to ask questions to ensure that you are working safely. That's for the benefit of yourself and for others on site. Habitat for Humanity Hamilton operates two restores within our geographic area. The first is our Nash Restore. It's located at 285 Nash Road North in Hamilton. Our newest restore is located at 1525 Stone Church Road East, and it is our Stone Church restore. Revenue generated from the Hamilton restores fund the administrative and operational costs for Habitat Hamilton. This means that 100% of the funds donated to Habitat directly support our home build program for families in need. The Hamilton Restore is a home improvement retail store that sells new and used affordable merchandise to the public at a discounted rate of up to 75% off and free of tax. The Hamilton Restore diverts several tons of household and construction material waste from the landfill each year. These items would have been destined for the landfill, and they are refined, repurposed, and reused. Restore volunteers are very important to the success of our restore operations. They help us with such tasks as customer service, answering product questions, assisting with loading and unloading of products and donations, arranging products in the stores, and cleaning and maintaining the store. Our restore volunteer shifts are Monday through Saturday. They're typically 4 hours, starting at 9, ending at 1, or starting at 1 and ending at 5. We can also support students with after school hours for a modified shift from 3 to 5. Restore volunteers must be a minimum of 16 years of age and completed our online safety training. Volunteer requirements include being able to work with the public, having strong communication skills, the ability to stand for long periods of time, the ability to lift and load items up to 25 pounds, to work independently and as part of the team, and take direction from staff and ask questions if you're unsure of a process or procedure. Our salvage crew volunteers are tasked with the responsibility of removing items such as cabinets, countertops, windows, doors from residential homes and commercial spaces during renovations or demolitions. They're also tasked with loading the items into our restore truck. Salvage crew members need to have experience as a restore or a build volunteer. They need to be able to lift heavy items, including up and down stairs. They need to be able to use tools and equipment safely and have their own means of transportation to salvage locations and be able to outfit yourself with safety shoes and PPE. Salvage crew volunteers are scheduled on an intermittent basis, and they must be at least 18 years of age and willing to submit for a criminal record check. If you have an interest in joining our salvage crew, please reach out to us at volunteers@habitahamilton.ca. Getting started with Habitat Hamilton as a volunteer is easy to do. Visit our website, habitahamilton.ca. Click on our volunteer tab and then click on our new volunteer link. All new volunteers with Habitat Hamilton must complete 3 very important stages. The first is filling in their volunteer application. The second stage is completing orientation and safety training. And the last stage is registering for their volunteer opportunity. Let's start with the first step, new volunteers. New volunteers must fill in a volunteer application, and we have 3 separate applications. The first is for volunteers who have hours that they are required to complete. The second is for volunteers who are part of a group. And lastly, we have an application for general volunteers. Once you click on the link that's most appropriate for your situation, you will see the application form. Please note as you work through this application form, any field that has a flag beside it is a required field. You will not be allowed to move forward without completing those fields. I kindly ask that you make note of your username and password, as you'll need this to log in the future to Habitat Hamilton's volunteer site, www.myimpactpage.com. Now you've submitted your volunteer application. What's next? We recommend logging out of your profile on myimpactpage.com and then logging back in. This seems to work best for people as it's a quick refresh of myimpactpage.com. Volunteers who have required hours, please email us at volunteers@habitahamilton.ca to set up a quick phone call. We want to make sure that your requirements and our requirements are in alignment. We ask that you check your email and make sure you check your junk folder. We send out an email describing your next steps, and this can often end up in your junk email folder. If you do not proceed with any further training after initially completing your application, and it's longer than 60 days, we will deactivate your profile. If you ever log in and see that your profile has been deactivated, please reach out to us at volunteers@habitahamilton.ca. We can reactivate your profile at any point in time. So as a volunteer with a completed application, you can log into our site anytime. You can find it through our website, habitahamilton.ca, volunteer, and then click on the existing volunteer link, or you can go directly to myimpactpage.com and input your username and password. You've completed the first step. You've got your volunteer application complete. The next stage is very important. It is our safety training and our orientation. Let's do a quick tour of myimpactpage.com before we move any further along. When you're on myimpactpage.com, you will notice there's navigation tabs along the top of the page. We'll be going into greater detail about what's on each of these navigation pages throughout this video. As well, you will see a tab for your profile. You can scroll down a little bit on this page and you'll see the most up-to-date news and information we have for our volunteers, as well as our current top stories on our social media channels. So myimpactpage.com, and if you want to update your profile, you can do that by clicking on the My Profile tab. We ask that you include a photo of yourself on your profile. This helps our staff get to know you a little bit quicker by having a face and a name to put together. We also strongly suggest that you subscribe for email reminder updates on your shifts that you have signed up for. Remember, any changes you make in your profile tab, please hit save so that those changes are kept and secure. Let's move on to the orientation and safety training now. There are several steps of orientation and safety training that all volunteers must complete. So all volunteers need to complete the Step 1 New Volunteer Online Orientation, and that is what this presentation is part of. Now, if you choose to be a Restore volunteer, there are 2 additional steps that you must complete. The first is the Step 2 for Restore volunteers, Restore Online Safety Training. This safety training covers all of our Restore operations, so it's not Restore specific. Then you are required to attend an in-person onboarding session, and that is specific for the Restore location you are wishing to volunteer with us at. If you are interested in joining us as part of our Build program, you need to complete the Step 1 New Volunteer Orientation, and then there is a second step, and it is online as well. It is the Step 2 Build Volunteers Build Site Online Safety Training video. Let's get into a bit more detail about how to find these training videos. So if you are on My Impact page, click on the Opportunity tab and go to the Opportunity List option. You'll be able to see all the opportunities that you are qualified to participate in. And qualified means that you've completed all the necessary steps in training, and this is something you are eligible to complete. If you cannot see an opportunity, it's likely because you haven't completed the qualifications. But if you think, I have done those qualifications, I have completed those steps, please email us at volunteers@Habitat Hamilton and we can help navigate through this process. So to start any training, you can click on the activity title for the training, or you can click on the info button, which is the orange button to the right of the training name, and then click on the sign up button for the training module. Restore volunteers need to complete the online training and the in-person onboarding in order to volunteer with us. Once you've completed your Step 1 training, you can immediately proceed to Step 2 online safety training. The Step 2 training is available for you to start at any point in time, and you can do it from the comfort of your home. Remember to click the sign up button to get started. The second step for Restore volunteers is the in-person onboarding shift, and this happens at our Restores. We have specific dates and times listed that we will have staff available to guide you through, to meet you and guide you through this training. So you're going to go to the Opportunity tab, Opportunity List, scroll down to the specific Restore location you are hoping to volunteer at, and then look for the Restore onboarding shift. Click on the activity title and a series of dates and times will appear. Click the sign up button to register for the date and time that work out best for you. please only register for one of these shifts. You only need to complete one of these activities. Once you've completed this step, you'll be qualified to register for a regular Restore volunteer shift. So, you've now completed the safety training required to be a Restore volunteer or a Build Site volunteer. If you're looking for volunteer opportunities now that your training is complete, you have two options. I'm going to show you the opportunity calendar option here. So go to the opportunity tab, click on the calendar view. This shows you a view of each day today with up to 5 events listed. If you want to see the full day's worth of events, click on the See All Shifts option for that date. If there's a specific activity you wish to see the opportunities for, you can use the filter option and in the drop down for category, select the category name, whether that be Nash Restore, Stone Church Restore, or maybe our build site. These filters are very helpful in helping you narrow down the options that are available. Click Submit after you've got all of your filters set up, and your calendar will now reflect just the opportunities you wish to see. When you have an activity that you want to participate in, click on that opportunity and then click the Sign Up button to register. So for Restore volunteers, you can register for a volunteer opportunity two ways. If you go to the Opportunity tab, you can go to Opportunity List and then scroll down and look for the Restore you want to volunteer at. 2.1 is the Nash Road Restore, 2.2 is the Stone Church Restore. Click on the volunteer activity, click on the date and time that work out best for you, and then click on the Sign Up button. If you go to the Opportunity tab and look at Opportunity Calendar, the activities will be listed there by date. So click on the activity or See All Shifts to see all the activities for that date. Click on the date and time that appear in the top box of the activity descriptions just to make sure you have the correct date and time. If that looks good to you, click the Sign Up button. You're now registered for that volunteer opportunity. Build volunteers have the same way to sign up for volunteer opportunities. If they go to the Opportunity tab and list and scroll down, they will see the volunteer opportunities for new construction or repair. Now, our availability for these shifts varies. So there may be times where you don't see any repair activities, and that might be because we are focusing our efforts on our new construction. And there might be times where you'll only see repair activities as we're at a phase in our new construction that we are not able to host volunteers on site. So click on the build activity you're looking for, click on the date and time, and click the sign up button. Under the calendar view, of course, these are listed by date, so you can click on the activity or the See All Shifts to see more activities. Check the date and time in the top of the description box that pops up and click the Sign Up button to register. You've signed up for your shifts and you want to just double check to make sure that you have everything marked on your own personal calendar. There's a couple of ways that you can verify your schedule. If you are in My Impact page and click on the Schedule tab, this will list all of the activities you have registered for. If something changes in your availability, you can click the Remove button to remove that activity, and we know that we will not expect you for that volunteer shift. Please remember, we ask that you cancel your volunteer shifts. If a volunteer misses 3 shifts without canceling, it will terminate our volunteer agreement and relationship. If you are removing yourself from this schedule and you're unable to access this remove button, please email us at volunteers@habitathamilton.ca and we will look after that for you. If you've updated your profile tab under the My Profile and automatically subscribed yourself to the weekly updates, you'll get an email with these activities once a week sent to you automatically. Or if you prefer to take a look at your volunteer activities on a monthly calendar, you have the option to download your monthly calendar here on the Schedule tab. For Build Volunteers, there's some key points we just want to review. If the sign up button appears, there's space for you to sign up and join us. Build days start at 9 a.m. with a toolbox talk. All volunteers must be present for the toolbox talk. You could be working outside, so please dress accordingly. Lunch and beverages are not provided, so remember to pack your own for the day. And you must wear personal protective equipment at all times. If you need a pair of work boots, just email us to confirm we have your size on site. Your day will wrap up at 3 p.m. Let's just circle back to our toolbox talks. These toolbox talks are very important. The work that happens on site can vary from day to day. The toolbox talks will go over this risks and safety precautions that every volunteer needs to be aware of for that day's tasks and activities. That is why it is a requirement that you join us on time and be part of that toolbox talk every day. Now, some final thoughts. Habitat Hamilton's priority is to provide safe, rewarding, and engaging volunteer opportunities. We appreciate the time and effort that you have taken to participate in our volunteer safety training so that you come to site as prepared as possible to participate with us. If you're a community member with questions about the volunteer program, please reach out to us. Or if you have any feedback or suggestions, we'd love to hear from you as well. You can reach us at volunteers@habitathamilton.ca, and our phone number again is 905 567 6707, and our extension is 112. Thank you for your participation. We appreciate your support and we look forward to seeing you very soon.